Have you ever thought to yourself, damn, that person who's the same gender as me is fine as hell? Wait, no, is that a gay thought? Go away. Well, yeah, it might be. It might be a gay thought. Hi, I'm Lynn, and today we're going to be talking about 5 signs that you might be gay. If you have ever questioned your sexuality, had a gay panic, or just need some validation, you are in the right spot. I've made all of these other videos about 5 signs you might be insert sexuality or gender, and I thought, why not talk about 5 signs that you might be gay? It should have been the first one I did, but it's neither here nor there. Also, disclaimer before we get started, I just want to say I'm just some random person on the internet who happens to be queer and wishes that I had this kind of video when I was growing up. But only you can tell yourself whether or not you're gay based on your own experiences, not from a content creator telling you if you are or not. So with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Have you ever convinced yourself that you've had a crush on someone just because you thought you should have a crush on that person? Or maybe you have dated someone of the opposite gender and thought to yourself, this is fine, I guess. Or you're not super into sexy fun time with them, but that's how you thought it should be like, mostly because a lot of straight people will talk about it and make it sound like the worst thing in the world. Like 90% of straight people will be like, this is horrible, and then expect you to also want to be straight. Straight people need to get their PR team together. That's all I'm saying. But you might be experiencing something called compulsory heterosexuality, or comphet. Comphet is the idea that society has conditioned you to automatically assume that you are straight and that straightness is the baseline of what everyone is, which is not true. This can manifest itself in a lot of ways for gay folks, and that includes becoming bored, disappointed, or disinterested when the chase is over with the person of the opposite gender, getting over breakups or moving on immediately with only a bit of crying when it came to your ego getting hurt because of the breakup and not because you actually missed the person. Relationships with the opposite gender seem more transactional than actually wanting to be with the person, and so much more. AKA, if your attraction to someone of the opposite gender is something you have to logic your way into, then actually desiring that person, it might be a sign that you're gay. Have you ever looked at someone of the same gender and thought, oh my god, they are so cool, I just want to be them? But also you might think about holding their hand, staring into their eyes, or even kissing them. Just like a little bit. Yeah. That's not admiration at that point. I'm not gonna lie to you, admiration and attraction they can blend together sometimes, and people can confuse different forms of attraction, which is something I've done. But if your girl crush or bro admiration feels a little bit more intense than what everyone else is describing, there might be something more going on there. I know for me, I had a friend when I was around 10 to about 12, 13 that I absolutely adored. I used to get jealous when she wouldn't hang out with me, or when she called her friend that she had literally known for years before ever meeting me her best friend, and not calling me her best friend. And it wasn't until years later that I realized I'd actually had feelings for this friend that were not platonic. Like, ugh, it's so cringy to think about. It's so awkward, and it's so cringy to think about. Like, looking back, I did not know how to handle romantic feelings for her well whatsoever. I should have known, because I literally would stay up at night on sleepovers just thinking about wanting to like hold her hand, and I'm just like, this is so awkward. This is not okay. Yeah, the closet door was made out of glass for me. But if you have had some sort of experience like that, where your feelings are going past the platonic feelings, might be a sign you're gay. Have you ever watched a straight couple in a movie and just thought to yourself, yeah, this is cute, but like, I don't really feel anything? And then you watch a queer couple or a queer coded couple, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, like, what's going on here? And you get really excited, and you just don't know why you're so excited about it. Yeah, you might be gay. If watching straight romance literally feels like watching a nature documentary compared to watching queer coded interactions, it might be something to like think about potentially. I know when I was growing up, straight romances were the only thing I ever saw, and I didn't even know that having attraction towards your same gender was even an option, even though I literally grew up watching Friends. And I actually lived under a lesbian couple with my family for about a year and a half. Again, it took me years to figure that out. Embarrassing how long it took me to figure that out. But luckily for us, LGBTQIA plus representation has gotten better in media over the last decade or so, especially when it comes to gay characters, which I personally think is amazing and very, very helpful for young queer people who are questioning themselves and trying to figure everything out. Being able to actively see yourself on screen and not feel alone is so important. So if you feel connected to a gay character, or if you are watching a show and you relate to the experiences of a gay character, might be something to think about. Maybe you found yourself deep on queer TikTok or Googling "Am I gay?" quizzes at 3 a.m. in sheer panic because you cannot deal with these feelings anymore, or you've watched a queer character on TV and thought, oh god, that's me. When you start to see yourself in queer experiences, especially ones you never really realized were queer experiences, it might be time to sit with those feelings. And as most people in the LGBTQIA plus community will tell you, sitting with those feelings might not always be the most comfortable or not feel the best at first, especially because unfortunately the world does seem to be going backwards when it comes to being accepting of queer identities. But I promise you, being gay is not something that's wrong with you. You are loved and you are valid just the way you are. Queer content creators make their content because they used to be in the same exact position that you are right now. Every gay person has questioned whether or not they're truly gay or if it's just all in their head. And if you are a gay person who hasn't had to question that and just has always known you were gay, God bless you, because it's rough out here having to question your sexuality. It kind of sucks, and like, I'm very, very jealous of you. I know for myself, I started this channel because I didn't want anyone to feel alone in their coming out the way that I did when I was first coming out as asexual. And so I make a channel where hopefully everyone feels like they're able to come out as whatever label they are, whether it's asexual, non-binary, gay, lesbian, transgender, pansexual, and all of the other amazing labels that fall under the LGBTQIA plus community. If you feel seen by queer content, there might be a reason for it. There might be a reason why you clicked on this video. You know, I'll say it once here, but I've said it 1,000 times. If you are actively looking into signs you might be a specific label, there might be a good reason for it. For example, if you connect with the label gay and you are actively seeking out content, videos, other people's experiences on being gay, there might be a good reason why you're seeking out that content. I can never sit here and tell you 100% what being gay means to you, or if you 100% are gay just because you're watching this video. However, finding the right label is a journey and one that you should actively enjoy. I make these kind of videos to help anyone who is questioning. And even if it turns out that you're not gay, if you're something else, or if you're straight, you still took the time to learn more about yourself and grow through that process, which I wish more people did. And it really is one of the most beautiful things anyone can do for themselves, is look inward and ask yourself, who are you truly? I really do hope this video helps at least one person out there who's questioning if they're gay or not, and know that you're not alone. The gay community is amazing and vibrant and full of life. And I know if you look for it, you'll find your place. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below what signs you had figuring out if you were gay or not. Figuring out your sexuality is a journey, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it can be heartbreaking and scary, but it's also wonderful, and you get to learn more about yourself, which is absolutely amazing. And like I said before, I think everyone should do it. Even if you turn out to be straight, it's okay. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be bi. It's okay to be pan. It's okay to be asexual. It's okay to be any variation thereof. It's okay to not know. It's okay to be queer. and it's okay to be straight. It's okay. As long as you're not hurting anyone else, it's all good. And to anyone out there who is questioning if they are gay or not, you have a wonderful community out there of people who will love and accept you just as you are. I know you might feel alone right now or not connected, but I promise if you do go looking for it, you will find it. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.